Greetings, welcome to the Mystic Media channel. I am Rabina Rastaban, and today I want to get more into Scorpio. I just finished the Dark Sided Scorpio male video, so I want to get a little bit deeper into Scorpio. Scorpio does like to get deep, and basically explain why Scorpio is so prone to cheat of all the zodiac signs. So, the main reason for that is that Scorpio has a need to live life in the most deepest, intense, meaningful way. So, a lot of times, if they don't find that in their current partner or in their marriage, they will look outside of their marriage or relationship to find that deep meaning. And it's very easy for a Scorpio to feel like their life is stagnant if they get used to a situation, because Scorpio is a very dynamic sign and it's constantly evolving and constantly transforming. So if a Scorpio's marriage or long-term relationship isn't full of that just that excitement or feeling like you're always on the verge of change or evolution or transformation, they're going to feel like that relationship is empty and they are going to look outside of that relationship for a deeper level of gratification. Another reason why Scorpio is so prone to cheat is because Scorpio is a sign of emotional bonding. So I mentioned that in my video about the dark side of Scorpio male, about that emotional bond that they always need to form. So it's very easy for them to form bonds with people, especially people that they feel a deep emotional connection with. So this could take place in the workplace, it could take place in the course of running their business, or it could just be someone that they meet, just in the course of, doing whatever they do. And because they form that emotional bond, it's easy for them to step outside of their relationship or marriage and explore that person deeper. So that whole emotional bond thing with Scorpio is very serious. It's easy for them to attract people to them because Scorpio is a very magnetic sign and Scorpio tends to take in energy and absorb energy. So oftentimes people are drawn to Scorpio and that makes it very easy for them to be tempted to cheat. Another reason why Scorpio is so prone to cheat is because they are a sexual sign. There's two sexual signs of the zodiac. Actually, there's three, but the two main sexual signs are Leo and Scorpio. Now, Leo is more of the romantic sex or the sex that leads to conception, whereas Scorpio is more of the orgiastic type of sex, climax, that intense experience, that emotional exchange that you experience when you're having sex with someone, that deep feeling, that deep connection. So Scorpio has a need to feel that on a regular basis in order to feel like they're living life to the fullest, in order to feel alive. So sex often provides that level of intensity that they're seeking. So if they're not getting that in their marriage or long-term relationship, they will be prone to look outside of that relationship for more of that intense sexual feeling. Another reason why Scorpio is so prone to cheat is because Scorpio is the sign of taboos. And most Scorpios know full well what they're doing when they commit a taboo. It's just that they have a strong urge to experience life to the fullest. So that includes that which is good and that which is bad. And rarely does Scorpio have a middle ground between good and bad. Either they're good at one point or they're bad at one point. So they tend to go through two extremes. So Scorpio might be in a marriage or relationship and they might spend 7 years of that relationship going strong, being faithful. But in that seventh year, they might come upon somebody or meet someone and that taboo kicks in and they have a need to live out that taboo, and that taboo would be cheating. Cheating is still taboo in most societies. But the good thing is with Scorpio, we are at an age where Scorpio can actually be more of their true selves. I would always advise any Scorpio to really think twice before getting into a long term commitment or a marriage, because what usually happens with a lot of Scorpio is they jump into a marriage or a long-term commitment and then they start regretting their decision. And that's because, like I said, things start to become stagnant. Things just start to become routine. And that's one thing that Scorpio abhors: routine, predictability. Things are always the same, run of the mill. Because, like I said, Scorpio has a need to live life to the fullest, always experience things in a dynamic way, always looking for evolution and transformation. So, them engaging in taboos allows them to tap into that dark side that can lead to further evolution, because they can experience the dark side and then pull themselves out of it. One good thing about Scorpio is that they can be very disciplined when it comes to something that they no longer want to participate in. So a Scorpio could go through a long period of cheating on his spouse or partner, but then decide one day to just totally be done with that type of lifestyle. And they will be really serious about it, and they can quit cold turkey. So that's one good thing about Scorpio. Scorpio can quit cold turkey and basically just discard whatever is no longer working for them, but it will be on their terms. So it will be hard to get a Scorpio partner to commit to you if it's not in their nature, or if it's just not in their heart to at the moment. Another reason why Scorpio is so prone to cheat is because they tend to operate in terms of undercover, or they like to operate undetected at times. Scorpio is a sign that deals with things that are under the surface, things that you have to research to, find out. So Scorpio likes that whole mysterious side of life. So that's another reason why they're drawn to infidelity, is because they like to have that air of mystery. They like to have that suspense. So that actually feeds that drive within them to, you know, experience suspense and mystery and things which are hidden under the surface. So, like Pisces, Scorpio can be very secretive when it comes to their activities. And most time with Scorpios, there's always something under the surface. And a lot of times, under the surface is infidelity. So that's basically my take on why Scorpio is so prone to cheat. Um, like I said before, that Scorpio is at a really good time right now, because we are approaching the age of Aquarius. If we're not already in the age of Aquarius, a lot of people, they disagree on when the age of Aquarius will actually begin. But basically, the age of Aquarius will enable Scorpios to be in polyamorous relationships or be in open relationships, and that's more acceptable nowadays. Back in the day, it wasn't acceptable to be in a polyamorous relationship. So Scorpio really needs to be open with their potential partners and mates. And if they are drawn to that type of, polyamorous relationship, or if they are drawn to more of an open relationship so they can experience different types of people and form multiple bonds with people, well, nowadays they could be more upfront about that and be true to themselves. And nowadays it's easy to find partners that would be more accepting of that type of lifestyle. So that's basically what I wanted to say about Scorpio, just adding that out there. I've had many of Scorpio client come to me about their struggle with infidelity. Women in particular have come to me, Scorpio women, where they are married and they have a lover on the side, and they're really torn up inside about that. So they'll ask me, why am I like this? So I always explain to them that it's because you're a Scorpio and it's in your nature to be that way. So for all you Scorpio women out there, and even Scorpio men, if you ever wonder why, you just have this strong urge to cheat or do wrong sometimes, I just explain why. So that's basically it for now. More videos to come. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.